I got my ass killed. Like
In the vet?
Yeah. I go over this hill,
He didn't like that.
and sure enough, 2 motorcycle cops lock eyes with me. I don't get touched a lot. It feels nice to have that.
Oh my god. He does look like he was conceived in a Dodge.
You're busting my balls here.
All right, welcome to the THR podcast After Hours. Today we have myself here, your host Carl, and then we have Bill to my right. Right across him we have the redhead, Mr. Will, Q-Tip, Mr. Mitch, Matt to his right, and another redhead to my left, Senor Red. So
We are outnumbered by gingers.
I know today we are
Well, actually, no, it's split, right?
split.
I'm like a half ginger, I think. My beard's kind of red.
True. We don't count you.
Oh, gotcha.
There you go.
Got it. I'm not
He's
part
red.
of
We do
the-
not accept.
Yeah, he's ginger certified.
Do you remember the South Park episode of the Gingers? It was
Oh,
so funny. I cried.
I heard about that for years after that joke. So.
I cried. It was so funny.
I was
All
just
right.
going to punch you for no reason.
All right, so
Fresh merch, fresh merch.
Fresh merch, fresh merch.
fresh merch alert. What do we got on the showroom floor right now that we really like?
We have a 2013 Dodge Viper GTS, a Honda Element SC with sub 100,000 miles. We have 2 Lexus RCFs. That never happens. We have, we have a Lambo Urus. We have 2 Big Power 2020 GT500s. And we stocked up on Mopars. There you go.
There you go.
Well, I was going to say everybody could say what their favorite is, but thank you. That's,
Well, we can
you're-
now
I
go
pretty much.
into what is everybody's favorite, all right?
He covered
do
it.
that now.
I think that covers it.
Kind
I
of.
would say that.
Yeah.
I really like RCFs, so I'll throw that out there. And then we've got a 50th anniversary Shaker Scat Pack.
It's a nice car.
Pretty unique one. That's our first one of those, actually. I like that a lot. I wish it had its.
So that stock, the
wheels.
painted, the painted shaker part is stock.
Yeah,
wow,
on the
it looks
anniversary.
good.
No, it does look
You
good.
should see that on the website.
it
looks
has
really
some
good.
upgraded 20s, but the factory 50th wheels look so sick. I wish they would have left them on there.
Well, there you go. So yeah,
That's a lot of merch.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
All right, so that was way quicker than I thought it was going to go. Thank you, Bill.
That was like the Reader's Digest of. All right, here we go.
All right, let's get
I
this
didn't
over
know that
with.
was going to be like an interlude into what's everyone's favorite car.
Well, that's how it always
You
goes.
asked
Well,
what
yeah,
new
we always
merch
did do
was.
that. Yes,
We-
that's
yeah.
true. You know what? We traded it up, and Bill just rounded it out. No,
Oh,
Urus,
man, this is going to be.
Oh, we have this
Vipers.
Eleanor. There's GT.
Eleanor. Yes, we have the Eleanor.
That was
Hey, you
good
can't say that
4,000
word
original
anymore.
miles. Very nice.
You can't call it an Eleanor anymore.
We have an MV Agusta. F4
Oh, I
1000.
forgot about that.
Oh, I didn't know we said least favorite.
That is my. Hey, that is a hand-built Italian motorcycle.
Yeah,
And
looks
it's
like
heavy.
It is.
It
kinda
is so heavy.
Yeah.
06.
Hand-built piece of shit.
You know,
it looks hand built. Hand built in someone's backyard.
It's like a Bentley where
It's
they
an
use
envy-
drywall
like-
screws.
MV Agusta is the Lamborghini of motorcycles.
Is it?
No,
yeah,
it's not.
Yes,
That-
it
that-
is.
No.
The Ferrari is Ducati because they're like down the street from each other. And there you go. MV Agusta is like the Lamborghini. Name me another
How dare
high-end
you.
Italian bike. That bike brand new is $30,000.
Just because it's.
How much is that
Italian.
bike right now?
$7,000.
How many miles are on it? How many miles are on it?
4,000 miles on a
Yeah,
2006.
That's
Wow.
because everyone knows how big of a piece of shit they are.
I disagree. I disagree 100%.
Nobody wants to own
No,
one.
I mean it's just like a Lamborghini. You know, they have their quirks.
They ride like shit, sound like shit, feel like shit,
There you
handle
go.
like shit, they're heavy as shit.
That is a heavy bike.
And then
It
we-
is
well,
heavy.
okay. if you
It's
don't
so
like that,
top
Flat-
heavy.
It's got factory flat black paint and it looks like shit.
we have okay. Well, let's go.
And-
we do.
and
We
let
do
me-
have. Other
And it's for
motorcycle-
sale here.
Hold on.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
let me square that away too. The bike for what it is really nice, and there's no reason somebody shouldn't buy it.
Thanks, Bill.
I have a very strong opinion towards MV Agustas in general. Not my thing.
Okay, well then, what about Japanese over here? We have a Kawasaki 2020 Z900 RS.
Yeah.
360 miles, 1 hour.
Yeah, really cool. We just got that on trade. So I do have it's
I
online. The
wouldn't have wrote
cheapest
that either
one.
if I bought it new.
Oh my god.
truer words from a Harley owner.
One owner, 300 miles, always been in the garage. Super
guy
fun
who's never
bike.
ridden
It's
his
cross
Harley.
between a sport bike and a touring bike. Super cool, vintage looking also.
Oh man,
Jesus.
you're gonna have to cut this part out, but that's like the
Oh la la!
bikes. It's just confused on which way it wants to go.
I'm gonna put a little like sensor. Beep.
Yeah.
I'll leave it to everybody's imagination. That is hilarious.
So there you go. So that's what we have on motorcycles.
Or maybe
Thank you, Bill.
Kawasaki.
Thank you, Bill,
Kawasaki
for
had a special
your
designer.
opinion on those nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quality
they're all
motorcycles.
extremely nice. And
Yeah.
if you know what, if that's
Yeah.
your thing, then those are the right bikes. But I just an opinion. That's
There
all.
you go.
I guess
That's
you truly,
strong
truly
opinion.
sound like a Harley owner.
It's a
right
strong
now.
opinion. So
Big
Well,
time.
You know what? It just comes with it.
And you know,
doesn't it?
yeah,
It just comes natural.
yeah, you know what? He has a
Fuck
Harley
everything
now. Nothing compares to a Harley. You're right. Sorry.
Speaking of, I actually took mine for a ride the other day.
Oh, wow.
way.
Hadn't started it in so long that it threw a check engine.
Oh, shit.
And so
I got this text from Bill. It's like, hey, it did this. What does this mean?
So
it
yeah.
means it needs a new battery, probably.
No, I put it on the Tinder. I had it off the Tinder for some time, so drove really well. And
How many miles did you put on it?
she finally crossed the 100 mark. So when I got on it, it had 88.
That's crazy.
And I think it's got
Dang.
101 on it now.
See, everybody thinks that 101, like 101,000 miles. No. no, just 100 miles.
101. Well, I don't want to be
101
seen
miles.
on that thing.
I mean, oh, okay. So it's just a.
Slow down, Bill.
There you go.
But we put some air in the tires.
There you go. Okay.
All right.
Rule number one in riding a motorcycle: put air in the
Put some
tires.
fresh gas in
There you
it.
go.
She's ready, man.
I'm gonna come steal it and put some more miles on it. I'm gonna
You
take-
should.
I'm gonna take it to Oklahoma.
needs
Pretty
it.
much crossed that 100-mile mark, so now it's not worth shit.
There
so
you go.
It don't matter.
All right.
You'll probably get your money back pretty quick.
I want to ride it.
I might take you up on that.
There you go. I'm excited.
So
Other than that,
I got an EV topic, and it's the only topic that I suggest we talk about.
Dude.
Because this one is actually relevant. So Toyota announced their dry cell battery, which they had talked about it, but it's a 10-minute charge for 721 mile range. So if that doesn't change the automotive market, I don't know what will.
that could change some things.
Run that by me. What exactly is that?
See, tune out. EV.
No, I'm listening.
no. I see how it is.
Now,
A 20-minute charge gets you 700 miles.
10-minute charge.
10 minute.
10-minute charge.
so that's gonna
721
change
mile
the-
range.
So people are gonna. Will that cause people to pull their EV plans, and for later release dates?
I don't know.
Toyota might change some shit.
You
Hey,
know, but they're going to have to spend like $6 billion in infrastructure to like really mass produce that. But the technology is there, and they're just
That's a lot of money and a lot of infrastructure and
Yep.
a lot of things wasted to do that.
but all right. Well,
When you could just put in gas.
yeah. It's maybe 10 minutes. It's still pretty impressive. It's like
It is pretty impressive.
How,
No,
how
yeah.
expensive is that battery going to be?
right.
$1 million.
Exactly.
Well, I guess
no,
if
it's
they streamline
it's supposed to
yeah.
be cheaper to produce.
Yeah, if
it's
they
less
streamline
material.
it and it's common. Then you'll have a bunch of other manufacturers jump on board and aftermarket.
That's cool.
That'll bring it all down.
No, we'll
After
see what
a
happens.
while.
but
All right, we'll move on. That's a dry topic right there.
yeah. No,
And
but-
JLo's not
that's
here,
what
so
it
we
is.
can actually talk about it.
Well,
Not be
hold on. We
berated
actually
by
have-
you. Topics.
We have a really nice EV. It is one of our first EVs we've had. I guess.
No, it isn't.
Well, we've had several.
Yeah, but we
it's
don't-
okay.
The
Let me
first
rephrase that.
cool looking one. I
It's
would
the
say.
first one we've had in a bit. It's a 2022 Audi e-tron SUV.
It's like
Kronos
the size of the
edition.
S5, in my opinion. Like
It's
looks
pretty cool.
It's a lowered S5. Like really.
You
I
get
like
the
the
rest-
interior a lot.
Yeah, interior's real
I'm
nice.
sorry,
good
a
options.
Q5. I'm sorry, a
Drives
Q5.
smooth.
So yeah.
Do you drive it?
I haven't
did.
driven it. I haven't driven it yet.
I ran a bunch of errands in it.
Hey, Matt, how does it drive?
It's nice.
It's nice. It's smooth.
I like the color.
The color's cool. It had a really nice wrap on it when we got it. We hated to take it off, but it had the guy's company logos.
Yeah, it was
Mhm.
too. It was like a chrome, like
It's not like a matte chrome looking
Yeah, it
thing.
was
Yeah, it was,
good.
it was
It was
interesting. But
I will.
What's up, dude?
I did.
The fuck was that?
You haven't said a thing. You're just like
What do you mean?
He had.
I don't know why you're hitting me.
I just like hitting you.
Well, that's going to be a mistake there, partner.
all All right, so Will sent me some of the answers from the interwebs.
Yep.
Can you want to tell us what the question was?
Yeah.
Apparently, it was
I'll
a
pull
good
this
ass
up.
question this time. I don't even remember what I asked.
I know it's.
That's right.
It's a good ass question. I don't remember.
It was what is the most pointless option to come on a car?
Okay. I like that.
So before we get into everybody's answer, what, in y'all's opinion, what is the dumbest dumbest factory option?
Global close on a Bentley. I fucking hate it.
Yeah, that is.
Instead of stop button, instead of push to start,
04 only?
0405. It
04,
went away in 06. You got global close, and that is a button that would go where a start-stop button is, that would roll all the windows. I think it was just down. I don't think, global close.
Global close. Yeah, it's not.
Or they'd roll them all up. And so it wouldn't do the other. It would only do one,
Yeah,
and it
that's
was
kinda
just
retarded.
stupid as fuck. Dude. I just, like, especially in a Bentley coupe. Like,
Yeah.
there's 2 windows, bro.
Yeah, I don't know who thought
What
that was a
the
good
fuck?
option.
Well, there's actually 4 windows, but okay. There are 4 windows. Like, they have to go down. They have to go down, you know. But, yeah. Man, that's tough. A pointless option.
Yeah, that is still to this day
Well, I mean,
my least favorite option.
okay, so Lotus, I drive a Lotus Exige, as you know. And there is an option to where you can either have Lotus in stickers on the back of it in silver, or raised lettering, which is plastic decals. So you could have just a sticker, you know. I thought that was kind of pointless. Like,
Which
raised
one do you
lettering-
have?
Yeah, which one?
I don't have the raised lettering.
Oh.
So is that like a
Yeah, which
poverty
one's
thing?
Yeah, which one's better?
I mean, I don't know. Washing a car, I think
Probably
my stickers is all right.
Yeah.
So I don't wash my car a lot. You know, that pain in the ass when there's some shit, you know, like the L, trying to run the L and the O inside the O, inside the U would be kind of a pain in the ass.
Sounds like a poor excuse.
So that was good. That was good. So yeah, I think that's pointless. Matt, what do you think?
I have no idea.
There you go. There you go. Hey, that's honest. That's honest. There you go. Red, in the truck world, this is
What
Red.
pisses
He works
you
at
off when you get in a car and you're like, "Fuck this option."
the Rocky
I don't
Mountain
like
truck
this.
stop.
Yeah. All of it. Oh wait, what?
What's a bad option?
I'm gonna take that back.
That's a bad option that you just don't like in a car, in a truck or a car.
Can't think of one right now.
Re-
We're gonna
Nothing.
circle back. We'll circle back.
Yeah, circle back.
Carl, what do you got?
Fake exhaust, like
Oh, the
I
fake
can't.
exhaust.
I can't do it, man.
But it's
not
It
really an
pisses me
option.
off. No, well, it's
You
not
mean
an
like
option.
you mean a feature?
the
is
feature?
kind of
Yeah,
option.
it's
Okay.
not an option.
Option,
I can't think
yeah.
of an option of.
That's pretty
The
terrible.
worst one I've ever heard of that was that Taycan I was driving when I tried to charge it over a Harley.
Yeah,
It was really bad. Taycan, whatever it is. They had crazy fake engine sound in the interior.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
reminds me of the EV Challenger when
Those Taycan Turbo S's. Badass.
So we
Honestly,
can
it's a-
elaborate. It's feature or option.
Yeah,
essentially.
feature or option. Yeah,
That's kind of what I meant by that question.
Ah.
Yeah.
it triggered some people because we got a lot of
All
answers.
right, let's hear it.
All right.
I'm sure there's plenty we're forgetting.
Yeah.
One guy said fake exhaust tips, which is kind of what I was saying.
Yeah, true. On the Camry did that, right? Some of the Camrys.
Some of the Camrys. I thought Lexus had a couple.
My
Lexus.
wife's
Yeah.
SQ5 has fake.
Oh my gosh. Now, is it like the beauty rings that go around the actual exhaust tips?
No, I have like dual exhaust, but I just have one single that comes out the passenger side right behind it. 2019 SQ5.
Wow.
Kind of funny.
That is kind of annoying.
Yeah.
It's just like for aesthetics. Anyways, airbags. I want to die like a man. Says Wicked
Oh my
underscore
God.
Z33.
Yeah, it's gotta go.
Oh,
It's gotta go. I get
it's
it.
morbid as fuck.
Yeah, it's
still
very
die like a
morbid.
man with
Yeah,
airbags.
yeah.
I feel like everybody that owns like old Jeeps is the one that would have that
Before we
sticker.
go any further, I got one more. CTSV coupes with a sunroof is stupid.
It's
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah,
So it doesn't
It's not a
do
sunroof. It's a
anything.
moonroof.
it's a
tilts.
moonroof.
Yeah.
So a
It tilts, and
moonroof
we've
doesn't
had
go back.
so many customers come in here. They're like, "Why doesn't the sunroof?"
Yeah,
work?"
they call me like, "Hey,
We had a
it's-
lady pass on one once. Remember? That
because
older lady?
it wouldn't open all the way." Yeah, she's like, "I don't think you're right, guys. You're right. I'm gonna go look at another one." I'm like, "Okay, go look at another one." Like they all do it.
CTSV coupes from 2011 to 15
Yeah,
tilt only. They
Tilt
do not
only.
open, and it's a tiny sunroof, anyways. I think
Yeah.
they look better without it.
Mhm.
And I like sunroofs, but I don't like them in CTSV coupes.
Yeah, I would say that's so. Good job.
So that's pretty pointless.
There you go. There you go.
First aid kit, according to Roman Chavez 5.
I mean, whatever.
What vehicles come with first aid kits?
Lexus, Toyota,
Yeah.
Scion,
Yeah.
Subarus.
I like to steal all the shit out of it.
Basically Japanese cars.
Remember when Lexus would put the pen in there? I have like 9 of those.
Nice.
Yep.
That's
What-
a pretty poor excuse for a first aid kit. I think
They are.
having a first aid kit is nice, but yeah, that
I
one's
mean-
pretty pointless.
It's kind of pointless. But if you need it, it's there. So there you go.
Basically, their version of first aid is if you get a paper cut, you can
It was a nice gesture, but
put a band-aid. You're not going to help shit on the side of the road, though.
Yeah. No tourniquets, nothing.
no.
Nothing of
Nothing.
relevance.
Nope.
Someone said blinker fluid. Haha.
I agree with that.
Wow.
I agree with that.
Making built-in ashtrays a standard feature on all cars back in the day. I mean, even
People
nowadays,
smoked.
some of them.
You know?
Smoking was more prevalent back
Yeah.
then, so
It's weird to see people
Obviously
smoking
that-
now.
Yeah, it is kind of. Well,
Actually, okay,
I guess it
let's
depends
get-
on where you work.
How many people do you know that still smoke? I can only name 2.
Dude, I could, like 90% of the people I work with still smoke.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I
Dude,
know I
like
named two
chain
people
smokers,
smoke.
like hardcore.
Really?
Maybe
Yeah.
it's just us, man, that we don't.
Maybe.
I don't. I guess
associate
We're just so
with that.
healthy.
I don't know. I know Alan.
Healthy is not the word I would use.
Alan smokes cigarettes.
Oh, that's true, Alan. Yeah,
Alan does, and there's one other dude I know that smokes cigarettes, and I'm like, wow.
Alan's old school though. He's from that
Yeah.
era. where
Yeah,
everything had a-
he likes
He doesn't
smoking
give a
cigarettes.
fuck.
Do you remember he would smoke down like 2 packs a day? He's been on this podcast before. This guy talks like this. So, yeah. Who else smokes cigarettes else? Like, oh, Jimmy showed up. Remember Jimmy?
Oh my
Yeah, Jimmy from Fisher.
Good
Yeah,
God.
he showed up. Yeah, and he got a Marlboro license. I was like, no shit, you're still doing that? He's like, yep, every day. I'm like, 2 packs. I'm like, shit.
Damn.
2
It's odd.
packs. a
2
day.
packs.
How much is a pack of cigarettes nowadays?
Like $7.
Doesn't it used to be like it was like $3, something like that?
Dude, when I was 17 years old, I bought a pack for $3.33.
That's insane, dude.
Will, I'm playing a game on my phone called Whole IO.
Oh my god. All right.
I'm glad you're here with us, Bill. I really
I was just
appreciate
wondering.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty
like-
sure I'm talking and participating more than you.
Yeah.
This is like it's Mitch's version of being on TikTok in the middle of the podcast.
I'm
Except
not
we
on,
can-
I'm not on anything.
Right?
I don't know why you're on that shit, dude.
I'm not. I learn a lot though. If I need to learn
What?
something,
On
You
TikTok.
learn
it's like a
lot.
Google. It's like you can.
All right, okay. Back to the
Okay.
He's like,
All right.
straight
Sorry.
away.
back to the options. What else we got?
The next 2 people said cigarette lighter, which kind of goes hand in hand with
Yeah,
that.
the
Who
actual
uses
lighter.
cigarette lighter nowadays either?
Yeah.
Um,
Normally you have a flick your back.
Electronic parking brakes.
I do prefer an e-brake.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah,
I like to hear
I
that thing
think so,
click
too.
down.
Yeah.
You know.
It's not
I-
reassuring just to see that red light.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree
feel
with
that.
that. I agree with
And in a
that.
sports car, what are you
I can do
gonna?
that
You
one.
can't pull a fucking electronic brake. That's stupid.
Like, what are the
Kinda.
like? Is it possible for like, because it's electronic, for like something to fail and then your car's just like stuck?
Probably.
Yes, actually, we've had that
The
happen.
button.
We had a tow a car. What
Yeah.
was it?
You're
We had
right.
it was a Porsche. We had an electronic parking brake fail on a Porsche. I think it was a Carrera.
So we put the jack underneath the.
We
you
had
know,
to tow
the rear
it.
end and kind of slowly push it out of the.
It would not release. The button was unlighting and everything, but it was not releasing.
We don't know if it's the button or I don't know. It's weird.
I feel like it's a mechanical
that.
e-brake. It's pretty easy to figure that out. Something snaps.
Well, and if it snaps, it's going to release pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's cool.
Spiked lug nuts.
Well, they're not hardcore, I guess.
That is stupid.
Nor they a feature or an
Stupid
option,
shit.
but yeah, I
And when
agree.
they're on cars,
There's
Not really what I meant,
somebody's
but all right.
Somebody spiked lug nuts on these trucks.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely a truck thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely. Although, speaking of which, have you ever heard of slab culture?
Slab?
Slab culture.
Yeah, like the
Mm-hmm.
like
You know what it is.
yeah.
Wait, the Houston thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I'm
rock
swinging
spike
too.
lug
I'll go
nuts?
swing with them. Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like they swing in and out. You know, like
I go swing
they're
with them.
swinging. They're swinging, patrolling. They trying to catch me riding dirty. You know, Chameleonaire. He's from Houston. He was swinging.
This is like 05, 04.
Yeah, dude.
You,
Dude.
you want to be tipping off both?
Oh, tipping,
What's up?
tipping. So Mike Jones.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's some Texas stuff, though. Yeah.
For sure.
I just man, so it's
Have you seen those wheels? They're called 84s or 84s.
80
And it's a hubcap or it's a cap that goes on the wheel.
Yeah.
And
No,
stick
they're
it
wired
way out
wheels.
there. Well, yeah, but they have
And they had the cones that go on the end
correct,
of it.
and they stick way out
Yeah,
there.
think of a traffic cone if you put them on your tires.
The
You
genuine
drove around. Like, that's what it looks like with wires.
I actually seen one the other day here in downtown Dallas.
Were you jealous?
Sounds about right.
I was very jealous.
There you
yeah.
go. He won.
If only that was me.
He won.
oh man.
Do you steal his beer?
100%.
Yeah.
Dude, pretty fucked up, man.
Well, he has 2 unopened, so
I don't think he's gonna have any. Or is that
No,
Carl's?
those were mine. Thank you.
Oh.
man, I don't care.
Shit.
All right.
All right, what's next? Nitrogen-filled tires.
Yeah,
Now, that's like the biggest
No,
scam.
insane.
guys. NASCAR does that. You know it's right.
I forgot the market
Oh my
on those, but
God.
it
You know
was
it's
nuts.
right.
when
No,
those
it's
first
right.
came out, when that was a whole thing, when it first came out, I was doing a lot of we were going out to Ennis and stuff, and it was lighter, and they sold you on all this stuff.
So
So
stupid, dude.
I went and got nitrogen in my tires, thinking it would do something. That's pretty funny.
I worked at a
felt
new
cool.
car store, and they added that to every sticker.
Yep.
And, like,
Yep.
that does nothing.
That's
All
I mean that's a good markup, I guess, with the
Yeah.
new car
Did the
stores.
car
I mean,
store
even
have
Harley stores
Did
did
they
that back
did
in
they
the day.
actually put nitrogen? in
Yeah,
the tire?
and,
They
like,
Well,
deflated
now,
them.
now I want to put nitrogen on my
Oh my
car.
gosh.
and all the text in the back were like, "This is retarded. I don't know why we're doing this." But
It is. They were
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
and those texts were retarded, so that says a lot.
There you go.
All right, next one. Cruise control that never lets me set it above 90 miles an hour.
I didn't know that. That was a thing.
Yes.
I know Harleys don't let you set it above 90. I don't know about cars though.
Oh, I never.
It's definitely a thing.
The Corvette, I did it the
I
other
think
day at
that
93,
takes
so
us
I know the
back to
Corvettes
whole
will do it with
die
a cruise
like a
control.
man thing.
I use cruise control going down down a side street going
That's so
40.
That's so lazy.
Like
That's so.
I use
Why
cruise
would you
control
do that?
every time I
I
get
think
in
my
car.
wife does the same thing. It drives me
Dude,
crazy.
I don't want to sit there and hold the pedal. Like it's a long
You're
ass
that
road.
lazy?
No, I'm not that lazy. I'm just like,
Your
because when you're driving, there's a hill, so you're gonna speed up to get up the hill, then you're gonna speed up going down the hill, then you're going 50 and a 40, then you need to slow down. So I just put on cruise control and I just sit there and the car will just do it. If I just steer it, we'll be all right. So.
It's doing what it's intended
I
to
mean,
do.
that's half the reason I bought a 99 Corvette, because I like the cruise control. Love
Fucking late.
my Lotus doesn't have cruise control, so it's like I need to have a sports car with cruise
What's the
control.
price difference between your Corvette and your Lotus?
They're-
Your Lotus doesn't have
They're-
cruise control.
They're worth the same to me. No, no, but yeah. So speaking of cruise control, I use it a lot, so I'm a number one fan of that. Number one fan. What else we got?
Turn signals on BMWs. That's pretty
There you
awesome.
go, Bill. Do you want to talk about how you're going to sell your M4?
Oh yeah,
No,
is it up for sale?
BMWs.
it will be soon.
$500,000 worth of mods,
me
all
know when
yours
you're
for
ready.
a
Yeah.
hefty price of.
800 horsepower M4.
I thought it was 900.
Hey, I thought it made 713 this whole time. The dyno, it on its crazy settings, it put out 765 and they dialed it down to 7.
Bro.
that's
That's damn near 900 crank.
That's a lot of power.
Holy
and that car doesn't weigh that much either.
that car's a ton of fun.
Your car's sick.
I've had it since
On a stock
2018,
bottom end.
2017. I had it since 2017.
Good God.
Yeah.
It's just time to move on.
It's time to move on.
What cars have you raced anyone with that Beamer?
Never.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
I raced my best race ever. I wish I had the video in front of me. We were on, me and my buddy Russ were on,
Mexico. You're in Mexico.
no, fuck that. We were on Dallas. I'm sorry, we were on George Bush.
In Mexico.
Towards the Garland area, actually.
In Garland, Mexico.
I got a twin turbo. It was a heads cam twin turbo Hellcat. Actually, it could have been a Scat Pack. It's been some time. Either way, the blower's gone. Twin turbo, heads cam. Dude's on a drag pack, and we lined up from a 40, and we were dead even, man. And I had to no lift, shift, and everything just to hang in there because he's an auto, I'm a manual. I ended up nosing him out by like, I don't know, a fender. And it was a hell of a race. We actually, I raced us super fast. Me and Russ on Dallas North Tollway.
In Mexico.
I did. I raced a 812 and I pulled that too. That was nice. That was a good race. It was not even close. That's what's wild.
I would
have thought that would have been
It's
a
kind
lot
of funny.
faster.
I was on my way to Grapevine the other day, and a 5.0 got next to me, like a 15 5.0, and I was in the Corvette, and I was like, "Let's see what she's got, dude." I got my ass killed. Like
In the vet?
He took
Do
off.
you still
on
have
me.
your Borla exhaust?
Yeah.
He saw that shitty 2-exit exhaust.
Dude, I like
This
the way,
guy,
Yeah.
he's got a Texas Speed Torquer cam, damn it.
Yeah.
And he wants to fucking race.
So I didn't. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a FYI 99 FRC stock with stingers, boreless stinger. Not very fast, but it's got cruise control.
Wow.
So
I thought that was going to be the story of you getting pulled over. Was that
No,
not
I
it?
thought
Oh.
so too. Yeah.
All right, so let's hear it. So nobody's heard this yet.
Cool
This is
story.
brand new.
So taking
Sure
a customer to the airport, and
Oh, it was with a customer?
yeah, it was with a customer. Yeah, he came in.
Fuck.
Oh, the same guy?
Yeah.
Oh, my
He
God.
came in. He didn't want to drive the
dude.
car back. He wanted to look at it, obviously. So I took him back to the airport. And after he bought it, we're gonna ship it to him. And I'm going. It's 4:00. I'm in the left-hand lane. I'm going into the DFW airport. The DFW airport is the size of Manhattan. It's crazy. So I'm in the left lane, and it's 45 going in there. I guarantee I'm going 60. Like, I guarantee I'm going 60. I go over this hill.
He didn't like that.
And sure enough, 2 motorcycle cops lock eyes with me. Like, I look at them, they look at me. We all know what's going on. And I kind of, before I saw the cops, I kind of cut off 3 or 4 tour buses.
Oh,
Oh no.
So
With the
Great.
customer in the car, bro?
Oh.
What are you doing?
My
it wasn't.
God.
Trust me, it sounds worse than it really was.
bro.
So it was one of those. So I get in front of these, and all of a sudden, I'm going down the hill, and like the cops are like, "Oh shit!" He jumps on his motorcycle. It's 2 motorcycles. He jumps on his
Oh,
motorcycle,
my God.
and I see the lights come on. I'm like, "Fuck." Well, there's 6 tour buses behind me. He couldn't pull out.
Oh.
I yanked it all the way over to the right lane. Literally,
my gosh,
almost like
bro. I'm gonna
I
pretend
took
I'm
the
not here.
next exit like crazy. Like, oh, here we go. And I exit. I slam. I take a hard right into like this rent-a-car place. Sure enough, I look back. Me and the customer look back, and we see the cop fly by with his lights on. And he didn't see me turn or exit. Like, oh, it was awesome. So we chilled for like 5 minutes before
Oh my gosh.
before I took him to the airport. Yeah, he was like, dude, that was badass. I was
my
like,
God.
I thought it was so crazy.
So you actually didn't get
I can't wait for that review.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Incredible.
THR1, cops, 0.
Dude, it was so bad.
Way to incriminate yourself.
It was so bad, dude.
man.
And he was like, bro, I can't believe you did that. I was like, I got it, It was crazy. It was crazy.
Fantastic.
My,
With the Lotus customer?
Yeah. So bad.
that
It went
is
from bad to worse.
saucy.
It went bad to worse. You guys didn't get a ticket, so it was good. So, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
It was one of those days.
We're on a podcast.
It was one of those days.
Did not expect that.
It was one of those days. It was really, really exciting.
Then Mitch
I
turned
love
to
that you
him.
got away too. That's the best part. That's fucking crazy, dude. I
If,
for sure thought
if
you
those
did-
buses weren't behind me, oh, dude, I've been screwed. Those buses saved me. He couldn't get out. Like, I kept looking at my room. I was like, oh, he can't get out. He can't get out.
he was a pretty young kid, right?
So, yeah, he was 19 years old. Yeah.
Wasn't some
He's
old
going to go
man.
home. In the story, he's going to have to
Oh my god.
entire trip to Texas.
Dude.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a story.
I
I feel
know.
bad for that guy.
I know.
Did you
No.
tell him to give you a 5-star review?
5-star review. 5 stars on GTA. Let's go. Oh, my God.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy.
terrible.
Today was just.
Don't act like you've never done that, though.
Not with a customer in the car.
I understand.
I'll pull my ass right over. You got to be kidding me.
Well, it didn't. I had to get off the highway,
should
so
be
technically I still
ashamed.
had to go to the right and exit. I was just waiting for him to follow me. He never did, because
I'm pretty sure I just heard you talk about how you yanked the wheel, cut off 3 people. You and the customer were both anxious about it and staring behind you if the cops were there. And he said, "Bro, that was so badass."
And you sat there for 5
I was like,
minutes.
yeah, that was awesome.
And you let your stars cool down.
Yeah.
For 5 minutes. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there's.
Oh my god.
That's a little more than just. Oh darn! The tour buses got in the way.
Dude, so glad the tour buses were there. Oh man. So
Well, solid story.
that's solid ass story. Yeah.
Oh, there they
Here
are.
they come.
There they come.
They were watching.
Oh man, that's glorious.
So
All right.
Someone messed up on Sandy Lake again.
Of course they did.
It's always, man.
This little area, this stretch, just everybody fucking wrecks right there. I don't know why.
There's an
It's either
ad-
Beltline or Sandy Lake. It's one of the two.
Nuts.
That's crazy.
He just cut onto the highway right there. Wow. Oh, it's whatever it is. It's literally right there. I'm gonna go see if it's bad.
All right.
it's kind of cool. Might take some live shots. I don't know.
How many accidents do you think happen in DFW, like on a daily basis?
Oh well, we actually. What?
What? Backing up on the highway? So we just saw an accident happen.
Right out in front of our dealership.
Right in front of the dealership.
Our dealership is located.
And there's an ambulance backing up on I-35 in the opposite direction.
So, if y'all don't know, our dealership is located on I-35.
I-35 by Sandy Lake.
Oh, look. 2 fire
Oh, and 2
trucks.
fire trucks?
What
this
is
is
going
exact-
on?
I don't know what Bill's doing. He's taking his belt
we
off
got-
and his pants off.
We got.
What?
We got.
He's going
We don't-
reverse on the highway.
Yeah, I
The
don't-
others are
yeah.
going the other way.
I-35 is the number one traveled.
I believe that.
highway north and west, but that's really the only one, and
Well,
it's
yeah.
in the middle of the country.
North and west? You mean,
I mean,
north and south?
I'm sorry, yeah, north and south. Sorry about that.
Anything interesting, Bill? No?
I've got the sit rep.
All right.
So it looks like either there's one car and they've had a medical emergency on the highway, or what I think it is a motorcycle underneath that car,
Oh, man.
right in front of Corvette World.
That sucks.
Yeah, there's something. They're tending to somebody in front of the car,
Let's hope that
There
it's
they
not
go.
a motorcycle.
but it's just one Nissan Titan stopped.
Shit.
Well, that blows.
Yeah. Well, all right.
Moving on.
Back to cars.
Oh, dude, look, it's one of the old. What do they say?
It's a Honda Civic.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's like an OG Civic.
Yeah, it's like a 73 or 74.
It's like late 60s, I thought.
My dad bought a 1976 Honda Civic.
Really?
Yeah. How much?
Still
How
called
much was it?
CVCCs?
How much was it?
$5,000.
Brand new?
Brand new. He bought it in 1976. Don't get on your phone.
No, I'm not. 3,600.
1700.
Close. Okay, now he's the closest.
fuck.
A 1976 Honda Civic. How much did my father pay?
I was gonna
4,200.
My father.
4,200.
I was gonna say 3.
That's the first time I've ever heard him
38.50.
call him that.
After
Normally it's just
tax,
Dave.
after taxes, $3,200.
Wow.
That's
Dang.
insane.
His payment was $40 a month.
That's so bad. That's how it should be, damn it.
Yep.
He made $213 in the military a month.
That sucks. God damn.
Rent was $150 for rent. His car payment was $40, and he made $213 a month or something like that.
That's a lot of spam.
Yeah, he's spending most of his.
Isn't that crazy?
Pretty bad, man.
Yeah. So, yeah.
That's a lot of spam. I'm sure ramen wasn't really a thing back then.
Yeah, probably not. Probably not.
Not in the way that we know it, anyways.
So, there you go.
All right, back to the pointless features and options.
Yeah.
Massage seats was next.
I don't know. I don't understand.
They do not
that. I
work.
love it.
What?
I think
Massage
it's badass.
seats? I don't.
Have you sat in the back of a Maybach?
Yeah.
Have you
I
sat in the
love
back of an
massaging seats.
S550? with
That
option?
I
person-
mean, it doesn't give you a
The
full-blown
Bentleys are
massage,
okay.
but it feels like
Yeah,
it feels
like
Yeah, it's not
yeah.
a shiatsu machine or whatever the fuck those are called, but
It
it's
feels
still.
alright.
It's pretty
I don't
nice.
get touched a lot. It feels nice to have.
Oh my god. Edit. Cut.
No, that's
Oh, that's
gold.
gonna be a highlight right there.
That was just good timing. I don't care.
Okay, only.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So I
don't-
I guess everybody disagrees with that one.
I don't understand that. One.
Yeah, that a pointless if you're concerned about like the legitimacy of how nice of a massage it is. You could call them rub down seats.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh man. Eddie G says the auto start stop options.
Yeah,
That is-
that
that's-
gets turned on
That has to
immediately.
be the dumbest one.
That
of
is
all.
my absolutely. That's
Aye.
fuck global close. Fuck sunroofs on V's. That shit drives me insane.
I go straight from the
Yeah,
start button
yeah, I was
down to
just-
that
yeah.
immediately. It's just muscle
I
memory.
have
at this
old
point.
cars, so I don't have that problem.
Eh.
My car is 23 years old. So I don't have
Yeah.
to worry about that either.
My truck doesn't have that. My other truck did. The TRX doesn't.
TRX? Oh, that's badass.
So
That is cool.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
it was nice. That was nice going from the.
I didn't know you could take away options. That's cool as hell.
All right. Non-functioning vents on the front or rear bumpers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, aesthetically, I mean, I guess it looks better than just a giant.
Nothing.
It just
smooth
kind of
piece of
cheapens
plastic.
a vehicle, I think.
I get it. Yeah, I get it.
I mean, look at the back of the Urus. See that plastic, lower diffuser, like little plastic honeycomb?
That's not a diffuser.
Yeah, I mean the honeycomb thing, the vents, the fake vent. Like, it looks like a honeycomb, but like
Yeah.
it does absolutely nothing. I guess I see that.
It just adds aesthetic.
It kind of breaks up the.
Yeah.
It just breaks
Yeah.
up the smoothness.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'd look like a giant flat piece of plastic right
Yeah.
there.
The other one, the one we were talking about earlier, when manufacturers pump in exhaust noises through the speakers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. Cup holders in an M6 Challenger.
Manual
Manual.
Challenger. Yeah, because
Yep.
you're rowing. What else is really bad with that? There's one.
Well, I think
hate
the Mustangs
Mustang
are right
cup
there,
holders.
too. Yeah, Mustang-
Mustangs, Challengers. That's a good point. The 6 speeds.
Yeah.
And then,
That's a bad one.
God, there's one. There's one that's like right in front of the shifter. You punch the radio.
You punch the radio. I think I
What-
was in
what
that the other
car
day,
is that?
and it
So,
fucking
the-
pissed me
The
off.
Viper has a small stupid hole,
Vipers
doesn't
are
it?
It's
ridiculous.
the
Have a-
Cummins, the blue dog.
Oh yeah, the truck 6 speeds are wild. Yeah, but there's there's several that are bad. It's like they forget about them and then say, "Oh crap."
You know the Porsches. The ones that pop out of the
Yeah.
passenger dash.
Yeah.
You put your drink in there, but I don't feel confident about it. Like
You don't like the little one wire.
the one wire's holding it. Only like a quarter of the drink, like
Yeah, it sits
90%
on a
of
quarter
the
of
drinks,
it.
like on the top. So as soon as you turn left, it's just like I just don't trust it. But-
Dude, drink holders on like the 90s, like two-door Tahoes, absolutely useless as well.
Because they're too big.
Yeah, they're massive
Yeah.
and they're shallow. They can't hold anything. That was the one thing that pissed me off about my
Just
Tahoe.
like my ex.
Oh my
That was
god.
pretty good.
I'm not really sure where to go with that,
That was
one.
pretty good.
B3_media says headlight wipers. However, I also love them.
Yeah, I
What?
agree.
Yeah, they're pretty
pointless,
useless.
but I love those.
Yeah.
They were, yeah,
In the 90s, they were cool, I
they were
guess.
cool as shit. You see like a big body Benz with those.
What was it again?
The headlight
The
wipers.
headlight wipers on the
Those are dumb as
Mercedes.
hell.
Yeah, they were
What,
dumb, but they
Mercedes
were.
had it. What else had Jaguars?
It's very
had it.
90s-esque.
Very
That was, a,
90s.
that was a status symbol.
Like pop-up lights. Let's see. C is for Cam says AC. Don't get that. Navigation.
What? Somebody said air conditioning.
Someone said air conditioning. If you live in Texas, that's definitely not pointless. Navigation.
If your phone dies,
Navigation is
backup.
good, yep.
Yeah, a lot of the
Navigate-
times I have nav, but I'm still going. on
yeah,
my phone.
everybody.
Yeah, well, you,
has-
like they don't update. It's not like
But
your
here's
phone.
the thing: is if you
unless
buy
had-
a car without a nav option and you try to trade it like a Lexus, like it
It's horrifically
they
lower.
won't sell.
Yeah.
Wow.
We cannot sell a Lexus.
So everybody wants an option that they will never use.
Correct. It's just
and
it's
it
a thing.
takes like you have to like all these. You have
It's
to
a
like
pain
twist
in
the
the ass.
button, click on like L, then go
Yeah.
left to I. Like, it's just
Takes forever to
takes
type
forever.
out.
Right? Just talking to my phone, be like, take me here.
I mean, at what point will navigation be like useful in the sense of? Will it be like useful in the sense so that you can actually update it, where you don't have to buy an SD card or?
I think
that's where
nowadays
it's
they all
at.
just update. Now I think they all just update.
It goes off Apple CarPlay generally. I mean, Lexus has its own whole
I
thing
used to
now.
hate CarPlay. I'm starting to like it now.
I like it now. They fixed it a lot.
In my older age, I'm starting to like that.
I'm coming around to it.
So
All right. Got more fake vents. Auto start.
You know
stop.
what navigation is actually really good on, though, straight up? Harleys.
Yeah.
Bikes.
No,
I
legit.
think that is actually really badass.
Yeah, have you seen the new navigation system on the new CVO that came out is insane. The
You
bike
have
looks
navigation
hideous,
on your
but
bike?
Yeah. What? I don't have it on mine. No.
Oh, okay.
No, but I think that actually makes really good sense.
Yeah?
You can't.
Well, like a lot
you
of
don't
the
have this stupid phone
Fucking
sitting in your
screen, yeah.
face that you
Yeah.
have to fuck with.
the cool thing that
Yeah.
I think that Harley did that was pretty interesting is that it has like if you wanted to go from point A to point B, you can choose windiest road, longest route,
cool.
shortest
I like
route,
Oh, wow.
most scenic route, and there was like I think there's another option in there. I thought that was
That's
pretty
neat.
sweet. Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
take you away from like the major highways. John K. Samuel says a blowjob seatbelt strap.
Well,
I don't know what that is, but I want one.
does it? Never mind.
Does it what?
Does it what, Bill?
Does it strap on this way? Or is it a lap belt?
I think it's a lap belt.
that's funny. Okay. that guy's pretty funny.
Yeah, Sean Daniels is pretty funny.
Yeah, funny guy.
All right, electric cars with fake noises. Alcantara, anything. It's stupid in a daily
Okay,
driver.
I'll comment on this.
That's
I can't stand Alcantara steering wheels.
You can go fuck
I
yourself.
can't
Oh.
stand it on the seats. I'll say
No,
that.
the
'cause it
steering
makes you
wheels,
hot.
because if it has more than 1,000 miles on it, the Alcantara steering wheel is effed.
My truck has 32,000 miles on it, and the
But you
steering
don't
wheel
touch
is
it.
brand new.
You
You
hold it
don't
like
touch
this
it.
when you drive.
Yeah,
No.
you don't touch it.
I also don't sit there and
But you don't
smear
touch
my
it.
hands in
Okay, so now
Vaseline
you're
and think
avoiding
it's a good
touching
idea
your
to
steering
drive.
wheel to make it
That's true,
disgusting. Like, I think it's a pointless. That's stupid. Like, it's.
I get it. It's nice.
It makes a car look like it has
It's
100,000
nice, though.
miles on the interior
It's
when it
nice
has
when
like
it's new.
30K. You know.
I would, but an Alcantara headliner and,
I love the
and
way it looks.
other things.
I like a
it's nice.
headliner, but not. I
A,
wouldn't.
B, C
Yeah,
pillars,
durability's not that great.
trim,
I don't know why you
stuff
put
here and there.
oil on your hands. Let's just put an Alcantara every single
Fucking
day.
wash your hands.
No, but these girls. I mean, but people
I do
don't.
that every
people
time before
don't.
I get my truck. My hands are nasty.
People
I
don't
will
do that
wash
though.
them.
Not everybody does that. Girls put lotion on, and they grab their Alcantara steering wheel.
Well, girl showed me driving it anyway.
So,
Oh my god.
so no, yes, I agree with that. Alcantara steering wheels suck.
All right. Any base models? Like, what's up with that BS?
Yeah, no, I love base models.
It's got to start somewhere.
What does
I
that
love it.
mean? What?
Yeah.
I
guess
got a
like,
base model Corvette. I love it.
Roll up windows.
I wish.
Yeah, dude.
I wish.
I think we had a
I think
discussion
I think
before.
back in the day, like that, like meant a lot, and it doesn't anymore. Like I don't think there's like that much like.
Well, a Mustang base versus a Mustang Premium is a pretty big difference, but I wouldn't say it's pointless. The screen's tiny. I mean, it's definitely there's a lot to be
I mean,
offered.
if you buy a Mustang, you buy a Mustang to buy what, a big, powerful V8. Hopefully, you want to drive a manual, and I don't think you need anything else. You know.
Oh, if you can't afford it, buy something else.
There you go. There you go.
Gas caps or lids and different vinyls. Gas caps or lids and different vinyls.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
So
what
I
them-
read that, and I think he means like on a so you have like a green Challenger and it has a matte black gas cap lid or whatever. I think that's what he meant by that, and I kind of agree. That's whatever.
You got to tell everybody where you got to put your fuel in.
Right.
You know what? That was the one option I didn't get on my ZL1 1LE. I agree with that.
Wait,
you can
what's the option?
you can get a like a black gas cap. I
Like-
didn't want that.
Gas,
like
wait, not a gas
$500
cap.
probably.
The gas,
The fuel
gas
door.
The
The
fuel
fuel
door.
door.
Yeah, the
Okay.
fuel door, not the
You
gas
could
cap.
get
Sorry.
you could get
You
a
didn't
satin
get-
black one.
you
You, could
didn't
get a
get that
satin
in black?
black with carbon.
What?
You could get
And you didn't get that?
No, dude. It
Wow.
looks stupid. It does. You got this giant blue. Everything's blue. You got some black accents, but
You
you got
could be
this
the
whole
guy who's
you got this
one of
giant
one with that
quarter
option.
panel, and then all of a sudden, you've got this dumb black gas cap in the middle of it.
You know, in the future, you're.
You know what? It
not
doesn't
gonna
look bad though. Is on Challengers, especially when they have that like side stripe and all that. I don't think. It
Yeah,
looks
with the
bad.
side strap for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, with the
But I
chrome
do-
thing that
I
says
do-
fuel on it.
When people wrap their fuel door like in carbon or
it
something,
does. It says fuel.
that's
Yeah.
I agree. That is kind of dumb. Not my taste.
Any comment on that, Matt?
I agree.
There you go. there you go.
Vinceity_media says Dodge in general should not exist.
Yikes, bro.
Oh, hell, brother.
What did Dodge do to you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Automatic windshield wipers.
Fucking Dodge in general.
I like the windshield
He's
wipers.
probably conceived in a Dodge and hates his life. He's mad at the Dodge for it.
Fuck my dad.
He got like a Dodge Dart for a first
Oh
car.
my god. Terrible.
That or every single Dodge he's ever owned has been stolen.
Probably.
Which, speaking
That
of
shit
which,
is out of control, bro.
Well, that's his fault. Why didn't he fucking track it or something?
yeah, maybe put an air tag in or something.
Come on, man. I would love to know.
You know what pisses me off more than anything?
What does he
is-
drive? What does he drive?
Look him
I
up.
don't know.
Wait, what is who drive?
The guy who commented on that. The fact that everyone gave away the joke about the air tag on you immediately, I was like, God damn it. Like, it could have gone on for 2 days,
Yeah.
3 days. And immediately Evan's like, oh.
Oh, man.
Or was it you?
It was Mitch.
It was you. It was
Mitch,
you.
Mitch's
Had, like, the
response
laughing
instantly
face.
told me.
Like, bro, you should have left it going for a day or two.
He was about to cry.
I bet, yeah.
So I'm going through inside that guy's Instagram, and there's nothing but supercars and old classics.
So he didn't have any.
He doesn't have his personal car in there?
He didn't have it.
I doubt
He
it.
drives a Prius.
What personal car?
He drives a Prius.
He does look like he was conceived in a Dodge.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, no.
We love you, bro. Thanks for supporting.
Just kidding.
Thanks for the support.
Yeah. It's a pretty sweet, like, early, like, Gen 1 Bronco. Anyway,
What'd you call it?
Gen 1 Bronco?
Bronco.
Oh, now it's a Bronco. Before it was a Bronco.
Bronco? Es un Bronco, carnal.
Oh,
Is it cold
Sure.
in here?
Whoa.
It's freezing.
It is. I can
It
feel
is a
that
little
air
chilly.
It's
blowing.
never that cold
It's
in here.
cranking.
I don't get cold, dude.
Keep it like
You're
I'm
not
cranky.
cold, bro.
Freezing.
Next pointless option, cup holders, which I guess it depends.
No,
Yeah, yeah,
where are you gonna put
I'd-
your big swig at?
Oh my-
Clearly a Corvette owner.
Duh.
All right.
I mean,
next.
what cars don't have cup holders? Because there are some out
There
there.
are, yes.
There's usually like all the
Viper.
high end stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
My
right.
Lotus doesn't.
For
have
some
a
reason, I
cup
thought
holder.
Vipers for sure had to have
My
one.
Lotus doesn't have.
Something that would fit
cup
a
holder.
big gulp or something.
it's because it's a Dodge.
It's a dog.
I was thinking of the Dodge. There you go.
Wait, so all right, what else we got other than options? Do we have any other?
Well, here's this one I can agree with. Car covers. 90% of people who buy cars don't even know that that's even an option.
Oh, from the when you get one from the factory.
Yeah, from
it
the
just
factory.
depends on how. If you're gonna daily drive something, obviously, yeah, it's probably not a good idea to get the car cover. But if it's something you're putting up,
If you're like Bill and don't drive any of your cars, you buy car covers.
Everything's covered.
I did
Everything's
option
covered.
my Camaro with a car cover. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the most amount of miles you've ever put on a car, Bill?
I mean, he's driven the shit out of some of them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah?
dude, I've had my TRX already got 32K on it.
That's
my,
crazy.
My white truck when I sold it had almost 60. I drive the shit out of my stuff, my dailies.
His dailies.
Yeah,
There's dailies.
Dailies.
How many? That's multiples. How many dailies do you own?
Yeah, bro.
just the TRX and the truck before it.
Yeah.
What truck did you have before that?
I had a white Ram 1500
He had a silver one.
That was
Longhorn.
prior to that one.
He had a silver. I don't remember the
And
white
I
one.
had
You don't remember the white
the
one?
I don't
had
remember
the
the white one.
nicer.
It was stock as shit.
More
Didn't do a
saddle.
single thing to it.
More, it's like this. You have the dark brown interior, and you have the light brown interior. I had the light brown. It's really nice.
I don't
love
remember
truck.
that.
She's pearl white.
Oh, no, dude. Yeah.
Order brand new. I have my name on the window sticker.
Ooh.
Ooh.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Did you get a cover for it?
No. You know what? Adding to that, like a something for a daily driver, I think clear bra on stuff that sits outside is probably not the best. And a lot of people will disagree with me, but if you put clear bra on your hood to prevent the rock chips from you having to repaint your hood, and you leave that clear bra outside
Right.
on your daily driver and it yellows and it's a crack.
Parting,
We've all
it's-
seen it where it looks terrible. Half the time that shit doesn't come off or it pulls paint and you have to repaint the hood, so you just completely negated the fact
Right.
of having the clear bra in there. So good for cars that sit inside and higher end cars. You take them out. You don't want to catch a rock chip or something. But I think clear bra or paint protection film on daily drivers cars that sit outside.
Sit outside. Yeah.
Not a good idea.
I agree with that.
Save your money. Just have to paint the hood.
Yeah.
It is what it is, or the bumper.
Write that down.
Yeah.
We've got people.
Write that
Anybody
down.
needs it.
We say it's a pet peeve of yours that people don't put their cars in their garage. They just have crap in their garage instead.
No,
No.
not really. That doesn't bother me. People
That bothers me. That
They can do what they
bothers me
want.
to no end.
I mean, if you have like a Ferrari, 488, you don't give a fuck about it. You just leave it in the street.
I have
I've
a-
seen
I
that
have
It's
a-
stuff.
kind of baller, though.
It is kind of
On a
baller.
whole
Yeah,
different level.
it is kind of baller.
My truck doesn't fit in my garage, so I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
I
I have a 23-year-old vehicle, and I refuse to leave it outside.
You put it
If,
inside.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you have the space, sure.
I
Some
don't
people
do-
just don't.
yeah.
It's not.
I have a
their
Lotus, a
priority.
Corvette, and
That's
like
what it is.
4 motorcycles in my garage. I can't move.
I know, but like the
I can't
majority,
move it all.
I would say the majority of Americans have like a whole bunch of garbage
I agree with
in
that.
their
Yeah.
garage, and it's like,
Yeah.
The majority,
and it's not worth more than the car that's sitting outside.
The
Yeah.
majority
That's the
of
part that I
people
never
don't
understood.
care. They don't care.
But it's
Just a
nostalgia.
car.
They'll sell it in
It's your
4
shit.
years and move on. Lose
A
$15,000.
lot of people that obviously have a car for fun and stuff like that, they're gonna put it in their garage when they can.
People with money. Definitely not me.
Bro, what the fuck are you playing?
Whole IO.
That
Oh,
whole
okay.
game.
It's addicting.
Jeez. Well,
So Bill brought to my attention the other day because I was, we were having the conversation with like Harley's. It's a lifestyle. You're selling a lifestyle, and the lifestyle comes with a motorcycle. And we're talking about selling car culture as part of like what Texas Hot Rides is. And he made the comment, in his opinion, car culture is dying, and it's not what it used to be. I agree that it's not what it used to be, but I don't think it's dying.
I didn't say it's dying. I said it's not.
No,
what it
those
used
were
to
your
be.
exact words. I am not paraphrasing. You said dying.
I mean, yes.
That what we knew it right, where you wake up Sunday morning, you turn on frickin' Spike TV, and you've got all
man.
these car shows, and you've got Chip Foose, and you had Boyd Connington, you have American Choppers. Everybody, like, you can't pull up to a light without somebody in their Honda Civic. They just ordered a frickin',
cat back
ready
on.
cat back.
Right.
And they want to race. Like, that is different. It's a little different nowadays. And not everybody, like, I used to know people. People are still in my phone to this day as, like, their first name and then what car they had, right?
Right.
So I only knew people, or that was my main point of, like, that's how I knew them, was based on their car. It's different now.
So you don't think that like the younger generation is doing that?
I
Not
don't
really,
think so.
not as much. Like
No.
it was easier to sell 1,000 horsepower car in 2015 to 2009 to 2015. It was easy to sell 1,000 horsepower car. Now you have 1,000 horsepower car, you have like 2 or 3 calls on it.
So it's become a smaller niche. than
it's
it
It's
was.
not. I
Very
don't know. It's not for a lack of people out there that want something fun or a fun car. I just think the like crazy demand and the I don't know, the car culture that we once knew in the mid 2000s and stuff like that it's just different, right? There's how many car meets are there compared to how many
Oh
there
yeah,
used
remember
to be?
Rice Killer back in the day?
People,
Oh,
if there was a
man.
big
Oh.
car meet, everybody get a text, hey bro, you want to cruise to the meet tonight? Like, let's meet here.
yeah,
We'll do this, we'll do that. And like people went out and went to a car meet and had a good time, and you go do some racing and stuff like that. And, there's just a few things here or there, but bro, you pull up to these like race meets and it's just,
straight 5.0s, you know,
yeah, man, it's just totally different.
some
And like
street tires.
another thing is people used to buy a car and they'd stick with it, right? And they'd build it, and people would have cars for 10 years that they'd build, and that was the car they were known by, and they'd go
Right.
race. Now people just kind of
Now they just
Bounce
steal them.
around.
Yeah, rather than having, I don't know, their car that, makes them more
You-
unique.
Do you think manufacturers, by building cars that were just fast from the out
Yeah,
of the box,
absolutely. They
kind
jumped
of
in on it.
ruined that? For
Well, I wouldn't say
everybody?
ruined it. I mean, I can't blame them, right? They jumped in on it.
Hmm.
Big popular market, and yeah, cars became faster, and yeah, how many? I mean, think about aftermarket companies, like shit, like I don't know, everything from like fail side
Oh,
body
hundreds of
kits to,
thousands now, yeah.
remember APC, the stupid catalog with all the chroming, all that shit's gone now. It's definitely 100% different. You've got like I don't know, Summit Racing and a couple of those guys.
Yeah.
So you think like even you think the aftermarket is kind of slowly die out, or
I'm not going to say dying out. It's just completely changed. It has gotten smaller. Absolutely.
that's a bummer. I wonder if social media has anything to do with that, because I normally see like people that you follow, they have one account and it's all about whatever, like a Mustang that they owned, and then immediately they see someone else getting something else and jump onto that
that's
as
true.
well.
Yeah. The new craze is out, and rather than stick with their build and keep going and, innovate, do whatever, they'd rather just kind of trade it in and go to something else. And that's cool.
Would you say
I
it's?
do that.
Do you think it's getting harder to modify vehicles than it was before, or
No, but a lot of the OGs there's less speed shops. A lot of the OGs are kind of, people are getting older, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll see in the younger generations, we'll see some people kind of have that state of mind, and
Right.
maybe some new speed shops open up. Yeah, but it's just different. It's completely different.
have you all seen any like anything that when it comes to tuning? Have you seen anything with the newer vehicles where they're getting harder to tune, or like harder to? Because I know with like Harleys, it's gotten to the point where like Dyno Jet and all those companies are like, it's getting close. It's getting pretty ridiculous, where it's going to get expensive to do that.
I think they just released just now. I mean, the new C8's been out since 2020, and
the
HP
Z06.
tuners just now. No, just now the HP tuners haven't broke that yet.
Oh,
they
that's
broke
right,
the
that's right.
just the new C8. They just now broke the code, so now you can tune a C8 without a piggyback ECU now. So now we're going to start seeing heads cam, C8s, twin turbo C. There's a twin turbo C8 up here the other day, and I was like, holy shit.
Why do you think it takes that long to?
I don't know.
Well, GM's throwing, if you've heard about it, GM's kind of throwing sticks in the spokes of that. So if I heard correctly from a reliable source, basically what happens is it's like a code that's, rather than one single code, the ECU is constantly creating different codes and changing, and so they had to adapt, or they basically had to find the way to, I don't know.
Because the ECU will update. Yeah, I heard about this. So the
updating,
ECU will update like every month, right? So if you have like a custom tune, it's cool and all, but every like first of the month it resets.
Well, your car connects to Wi-Fi or something?
Yes.
Something about the code constantly cycling,
Right.
and something being able to, I guess, tether with that and cycle with it. Something,
So, yeah,
whatever it is.
HP tuners figured
The
it
case
out.
is
a month
GM
ago.
and these other companies. Yeah, they're absolutely making it harder to tune. And,
Well,
doing that by design.
I'm sure a lot of it has to do with like, I know for Harley it has to do with EPA regulations.
Well, yeah, of
'cause
course.
they've gotten in trouble in the past for selling tuners that weren't EPA compliant. So I'm wondering if there's that pressure from the government to make it
Right.
hard for that to even happen.
I have a gentleman who we should bring on here at some point that would be really, really smart if we wanted to dive into that. My buddy James.
All right.
He's a guru.
Yeah, he's a guru. We should definitely be a good guest speaker.
Yeah. We'll save that topic for another
Yeah.
time.
It's pretty. I mean, it's relevant at this
I'm
point
not
because
super educated in it, but I know the gist is, it's becoming harder to crack the code and do what you want.
I wonder if that's going to make it even. I mean, not.
We got a letter from the EPA, and that was weird. So
Yeah.
they sent us a letter like, we build cars, and they were saying, hey, we just want to remind you, these are the rules. You can't modify cars with this, that, and the other, and your tuning is only limited to this. And that was all. Apparently, they sent that letter out to anybody, though.
Yeah.
That's
We
crazy.
don't modify them here. Just
Buy and modify.
yeah.
That's
all
crazy.
of our cars have catalytic converters.
Exactly.
Next,
Yeah.
All right, I was about to question that, but
absolutely, you can look under that one right there and see catalytic converters.
all right. If I'm going to change the topic real quick. If you could only own one vehicle, speaking about like just keeping your vehicle for like over a span of like 10 years or longer, but if you could only have one vehicle until you're put in the grave, and this is like your daily, your everything, which one would it be? And we can skip Bill because we all know what his is.
What is mine?
What is yours?
Opulent Blue CTSV,
Yeah,
man. Yeah,
No,
that's it.
That's not every day. Now you don't want to drive that every single day for the rest of your life. Like, you would want that.
I don't know. That's like the only one that I hear like him
No,
regretting
that's what I was-
selling.
Hey, Will. Hey, Will. Hey, Will.
Wow.
Oh. Will.
Oh yeah, he would.
Hey, Will.
Just bring the whole thing over
No,
Dude, just bring
that's
the
not-
box.
That's not your dream. Like, you don't want to drive your dream car every day. Like, I don't want to drive my dream car every day. You know.
But that's. I mean, I would say like that's
Okay,
that's a good
let's-
like
let's
in
put it like
between.
this.
It's your dream
What-
car. Why
what-
wouldn't you want to drive it every day?
Yeah, exactly. And what? Let's take out depreciation because it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You have to
And
keep
let's
this. You
take
just
out.
have to love
no,
your
let's
car
take
every
out
single day.
maintenance,
day.
depreciation,
Yeah.
and worrying
Yeah.
about
Yeah, absolutely.
road stuff. What car? If like
No maintenance costs nothing.
no maintenance
costs
costs,
nothing.
it's the
Yeah,
car
every
you have
day.
to drive every
Every
day.
I
day.
got mine.
And hopefully you can answer more than something cliche like a freaking. I don't know.
Like
Please,
what?
Matt.
No, I
Please.
wouldn't like
No,
to
Matt.
say
No,
that.
you know.
Don't
No,
get me
Matt.
wrong. That's
No, Matt. Go ahead.
I guess my answer would be cliche.
Okay, go.
A Pagani.
No, you wouldn't take that to the doctor's office and leave it.
Why
Well,
not?
with your
Fuck does
kids
it
and
matter?
with your dogs in it.
I'm not paying
it's your daily.
depreciation. Yeah, that's my car for the rest of my life, and it won't break down. We're taking all of that out of it.
Oh,
Maintenance costs, all that.
All of that.
Oh, well, that's.
I mean that.
What car?
I
Well,
feel,
that
I
would
feel
be
like
your-
I feel like that kind of cheapens it. Like what? Like your every.
Matt's gonna say a 2002 Chevy Tahoe.
It's a 2003 Yukon, buddy.
Ooh, dang, that was offensive.
Get it straight.
I was thinking, like, logically, you know.
Wait, I
like,
think we'd have to put a price cap on
Yeah,
it. Like
like-
if
No, I mean I think what would make it more
under
difficult.
under 100.
I think what would
Under
make it
100.
what would make
Yeah,
it
I
more
think that's
difficult is like your everyday activities like
Yeah.
kids,
Right,
dogs, like everything,
exactly.
like grocery
Yeah,
runs,
daily.
everything, like an
Yeah.
actual daily. What would
Yeah.
be a daily that you would be
See,
happy
if
with
you
for
were-
the rest
if
of your
you were
life?
single and had no kids, and say, yeah, great,
Yeah,
a Bugatti, you
absolutely.
could do that, but you can't do that.
at a zoo.
Bill has 19 kids.
Oh my god.
Well, 18 now. I lost one. I don't know.
Oh, gosh.
rip.
No. See, what I was thinking,
Okay, so daily under 100,
yes, that you have to drive every day,
I got
single
mine.
day. And I think,
and that you can commute friends
Yep.
and family.
So
and all.
here's
Okay.
here's my answer, and I think I will win.
Win.
And it can't be a C5 Corvette.
How you gonna win?
Daily, okay? Because I have a family. I have to.
Yeah,
deal,
you
you,
got-
have, you have to go to the lake. You have to tow something.
man.
We ran into some technical difficulties. This podcast will resume soon, but however, you might not hear about what cars we would choose for the rest of our lives. So you'll see that on the next podcast. Stay tuned. But yeah, here we go. If you could like nail it down to like what is like the Holy Grail engine, or like the what you would say like a heritage engine from any manufacturer, that's like excluding LS, excluding LS motors, because I feel like that's such a generic answer.
Yeah.
What is like the one engine that you like? That's the one that will forever live in infamy.
The LSA.
No.
Excluding the LS.
I don't like
Mitch, go back to your Abilene roots. You know the answer to this. You're just
An LS1.
I was
LS. I mean, I
I
don't
thought you
know.
were gonna say like a 350 or something like that.
it has to be the Chevrolet 350.
Boom.
It has to be. Unequivocally, that's the answer.
No two JZs. No
Nope.
VA till you die.
Just an LSA.
If you went with a, I mean, yeah, 2JZ is going to be your import.
Yeah, but like I guess like engines in general.
Best motor ever
It's going to be
produced.
the Chevrolet, the 350. I mean,
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
literally.
It was made to
everything.
last
It was the
forever.
catalyst of
Yeah.
like the car scene as we know. Everything about it.
Yeah,
The
I will
350.
agree.
Didn't we talk about that before? How you think the LS is going to be the 350 of our
Correct.
generation?
Yeah, you
100%.
did talk about that. Yeah.
And then it goes LS1. Period.
Yep.
Or just LS.
Is there anything right now that you think is going to be like the next LS? Not like LS, but like the next like heritage engine. I think this is it. It's like LS
No,
was
it's
the
not.
last thing that came out.
No. I mean, obviously the LT1s have been around.
Yeah, but they're having problems. I don't,
They're not as regarded, correct? I don't know.
I don't know.
What about LTs or like LT1s or like because did LS1s not have issues when they first came out?
I mean, everything has issues.
Yeah,
but
like anything. So I guess like how old is the
they don't
LT1?
respond as well. There's just a lot of stuff you have to do. The direct injection. There's a lot of different.
Are there issues that can be like solved pretty quickly,
Yeah.
production wise?
Yep. Yep.
So you
absolutely.
don't think that the LT motor, like
A lot of
1, 2,
oil
3,
pump.
whatever?
Again, going back to a 6.2 liter supercharger, I'd rather have an LSA than an LT4. I don't know why. I just the blowers are maxed
LT4
out.
bottom ends are
Yeah,
pretty
the
damn
blowers are
strong.
maxed out. You can't really pull it down. You can pull it down, but you really don't gain that much out of it.
You have to go a fuel system almost
Immediately.
immediately of some sort.
Exactly. So
Okay.
LSA all day.
So if you were to, what are the main domestic brands at the moment in the U.S.? Is it GM, Ford, and
Yeah, the big three.
who's the third one?
Dodge.
Dodge. I don't know why I
Dodge.
blanked on that.
Duh.
Man.
So if you had to rank their best engines, period, like how would you rank from 3 to 1?
Based on personal experience only.
Okay, let's go.
I think we have seen Hellcats with less engine issues than both Mustangs, 5.0s, and 5.2s even, and in the LTs. We've had a ton. We've seen the most issues with
A lot of
LTs.
problems with the LTs.
Boosted LTs with when you put a supercharger on an LT, they'll blow out like the rear main seal. They'll break pistons, and it'll cause rear main seals and like every seal to blow out. They break pistons very easily. We've seen that a lot, and the 5.0s obviously just lots of failures. The transmission, I'd go 5.0 as number 2, and then the Hellcat, the 6.2s at number 1. Now the 6.4s, the 6.4 Hemis, those things, if you breathe on them wrong, you're gonna. If you look at that, if you pop the hood with a funny face, it's just gonna off itself right now.
It'll spin a bearing every time. Every time.
What would be the worst trade that you ever took in that gave you the most amount of problems before you either got to sell it or had to send it to auction?
That's
Or you like have to kept sinking money into it because it was like
the worst motor ever made is a Subaru.
What?
All right, like, I put more motors in a goddamn Subaru. Like,
Yeah.
I literally, everybody, customers will call and be like, "Yeah, I want to try something new. I have my Subaru. I put 3 motors in it." I'm like, "Well, yeah, no wonder you want to get out of
People
that
try
damn
to
thing."
trade in their fully built
Yeah.
STIs that
Yeah,
have like 30 miles on the build.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I'm so nervous.
I don't know. Is the motor or the audio systems in Subarus worse?
Right, dude.
They're fucking shit.
Terrible.
Oh, you can get the upgraded one and just.
It's okay. It's okay.
so. Is
But
there
you remember like mid 2000s WRXs and STIs?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's
Yeah.
like a subwoofer, but it is
A 19
all treble.
a freaking 1995 Mac has better audio than the damn 2005 STI, dude. It's fucking terrible. Terrible.
But, yeah.
So going back to the original question.
Okay,
What,
yes.
what was like the trade in or the thing that you
I
got from
can't-
auction that you were like, this is the worst car? And you like fix something, okay, this is good, we'll put it in the lot, and then as soon as that happens, something else goes sideways.
2008 Dodge Charger, making 800 horsepower.
That's a good point. This one's specific though.
Yeah, that's
But honestly,
Yeah.
that happens a lot. We
amazing.
we have to send quite a few cars to auction.
it's all anecdotal, but
We do our thing, and it goes through the whole process. Everything's good, and then it just like, there's nothing you can do to make this car nice. It doesn't. You could rebuild the whole thing, and it's still just gonna like just blow up or something. It's
cursed.
Actually, it happens a lot. Yeah.
And if you have to pinpoint like
It's part of this business.
three red flags when you're at auction, you look at 3 things, those top 3 things are like, if they had any of these 3,
Let's
like,
cross out the obvious, like
yeah.
a knocking motor or smoking out of the tailpipe or
Oil
fucking
leaks.
every light on the dash. Let's cross those out. One of the big telltale, obviously paintwork. If you look at paintwork, that tells you a lot. Train dive on that.
even if it was like a
definitely
a repo. 'Cause usually
I mean,
those
it
get-
happens. 90% of these cars on the planet have paintwork of some sort. It's in the used car business. It's pretty hard to find a car without paintwork. And I wouldn't necessarily steer away from that. Obviously, if it looks like a second grader painted it with Krylon paint, well, then probably not a good idea. And that's what I would look for, obviously. Yeah, I mean, you either know about it through Carfax or you don't know about it as an uneducated person. So I wouldn't necessarily shy away from paintwork, but that is obviously something you want to look at.
Still a red
immediately.
flag.
Yeah, bad paintwork, and if somebody slaps something together just to get it through auction, you're going to run into a lot of other issues. So that's a big one. One of my biggest pet peeves are cars that have their inner fender wells ripped out.
Yes, I hate that. I don't know why I hate that, but I hate that.
That and their underbellies. So normally they correspond with each other. So they'll be ripped out wheel well liners, no belly pan. You can pop the hood and you're looking straight down to the ground, or you can see you're standing at the angle. You can see through the wheel well, and there's the washer tank. And it just I don't know. To me,
I don't know. Yeah, that's a pet peeve of mine.
You will never buy a car from THR without a wheel well liner.
Right. Exactly.
Unless it's on like a drag pack and it just can't take it in the back. But
Take it where?
yikes. Other red flags, I mean, pretty simple. Different announcements and stuff like that. Really, after years of this, just the way that the car is represented will tell you a lot. So you're standing down there, a car comes up, and then they run it green light, but then they make like a weird announcement, or something. Just something's off a little bit. You know the seller,
Right.
You know the lane, you know the auction, you know all these things, and something's out of the norm. That is a great sign. I'll just walk away.
Something's off.
It's just something weird. Yeah, I wish I could think of a specific example, but
I'd
anybody
be
in this
curious.
business would
I
understand.
have to think of some before the next podcast.
Yeah,
I'd be really curious about that.
There's weird stuff.
When it comes
they'll try to I think it'll be like I don't know, a 2017 WRX, and they have this thing called the seller guarantee, and they'll announce something like that. And so the seller guarantee guarantees the bottom end of the engine, guarantees the transmission, and it guarantees the axle. It does not guarantee air conditioning, ABS, body, stuff like that. So if I hear seller guarantee, my alarms start going off, and red flags are going up. Stuff like that in a lane that doesn't run seller guarantees. They will not let you arbitrate for upper engine noise in that scenario, and that is typically, yeah. And to be honest, the auction doesn't know the difference between upper engine noise and lower engine noise. So
it's just noise.
So if you did buy some on seller guarantee and it had bottom engine noise and you tried to arbitrate it, chances are you got a nice fight in front of you, because you're gonna have to sit there and argue and go back and forth.
To those who don't know what arbitrate means,
arbitration is when you buy a car from auction, it has an issue. There's two ways to arbitrate. If you buy a car online, you can arbitrate it within 2 days for any issue over $600, or you can purchase. Once you buy a car, you can purchase a post-sale inspection that'll give you a 7 or 14-day guarantee, and you have an arbitration window for 7 to 14 days at that point. And arbitration meaning you can turn the car back, or turn it down and return the car back to the auction for an issue exceeding $600.
there you go.
That is an inside baseball right there.
Or some stuff like that.
Does that apply to like Copart as well?
But, to be honest,
I have no idea.
yeah,
Let's ask our expert at Copart.
I really don't know.
we're not licensed there.
Yeah, not at all.
But I do want to go there. Right now they have a gated 6-speed Murcielago.
Well,
03.
it's going to be gone if you
Yeah.
tell that.
Is there a reserve on that?
No, there's no reserve. So whatever it sells for
It tastes terrible.
on Monday.
Does it?
Yeah, this is disgusting.
I have a number in my mind, but let's see if I get it.
How do you pronounce this, Carl?
Let's ask Mitch and then I'll answer.
Doritos.
All right.
Jarvitas.
Doritos. Doritos.
Wait, say it.
Carritos.
Jarritos.
Doritos.
Bro,
Jarritos.
I cannot wait for the day that I get to take Mitch to Mexico. It's gonna be glorious.
He's not coming back.
There's no seller guarantee on that
As he
one.
walks into the store and said, "Give me a Doritos."
Give me a Doritos right now.
That's it for him right
Some
there.
goddamn Doritos. I'm ready.
Doritos.
Yikes.
So you have your red flags at auction.
Yep.
When you get them here, get them prepped, ready to sell. What are 3 red flags when it comes to buyers?
What they need to look out for.
Well, we can talk about that, but to me, it's
What do
like
you
you as a dealership, when someone comes in, because we've
Oh,
had
we're buying it. We're
we've
doing like
had
a
we've
street
had
spy?
we've had scam artists before.
Okay, so what we need to look out for buying for off the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of the biggest red flags, period, in the story is showing up here at closing. Period. It's and they're always in a hurry, or they want you to wait late. One of those two things,
Oh no.
and it never goes good. It's either a scam, or they're trying to get one by you, or something like that. They show up at closing, they want to get in and out, and then they know you're going home, so they've got X amount of time
To sell you on it.
to piss off and be gone. So
Yep.
that's a big thing. We're very smart here. We've been through it all. So especially Evan on the financing side is really good at catching fraudulent stuff. We're very good on the buying side.
Mhm.
We've been through fake titles. We've seen it all, and we're very knowledgeable there. So that also comes with big experience. So that's our first thing we look out for is how is this person maybe scamming us? So people aren't as good as they think they are when they're scamming. I'll just put it like that. So.
When it
Kinda
comes to
obvious.
when it comes to a customer trying to purchase a
Oh.
vehicle from you guys, what are like the 3 top red flags that you see?
In our customer?
Yeah, and just not looking at the
Hold on,
car,
hold on.
trying to
No. So
to
we
scam us.
we've experienced
What do you mean though in reference to them purchasing the car or what they need to look for in their car?
No. Like we've had people come off the street try to buy something, and there's always like fishy things happening.
Well, okay. Number 1 is somebody on drugs.
Boom.
Well, number 2 is also somebody coming in right at closing.
Mm-hmm.
That is,
Right.
nobody.
with 0 down.
Yeah, correct. And I don't know.
There's one that like
People that won't look at you in the eye and stuff like that. Something's up. You just get a good
Sketchy.
feel for it.
I remember there's this one that stands out to me. There's someone that was buying, I think it was like a C6 Corvette, and it's actually Mitch's customer. And Mitch was like, something is not right.
Yeah,
You
tend to
know who I'm
pretty
talking
good.
about? Mitch straight up Googled the guy.
Oh
Is this our
Yeah.
silver ZR1?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
that
the
guy,
R1.
that guy, that was a great learning experience.
That
I'll
was
say
a
that.
great
It
learning
ended
Yeah,
up
because I
working out.
remember that pretty vividly.
So, a gentleman comes in several times at closing. Yeah,
flag number 1.
Flag number 1,
Smart,
yes.
dude, and he's all hyped up and this, and he didn't buy anything the first time.
No,
That happens a lot.
Yeah.
Hey, we'll be in touch. I'm gonna let you know what I think about it. Comes back. The car he was originally looking at was sold, so we looked at something else. Okay, I'll let you know. Comes back and takes the car
In a full
at
suit.
Closing.
In a full suit too.
At
All-
closing, takes
all-
the car.
Every time?
No, it's just the 3rd time he was in a suit, like a really nice suit.
I'd look cheap to me.
Well, you know what I mean.
Lots of gel.
Guy writes us a check. We verify funds. We do our due diligence that we do with a personal check. At the time, we don't take personal checks anymore.
We do not take personal checks.
This is pretty much the reason. So we verify funds, all that. So cool. Next morning, deposit the check. The guy has transferred all of his funds out of that account, and the car is here. We went on this manhunt for the car. The guy answered his phone, gave us some crappy excuse, said he'd be here.
Yeah.
Ended up finding this guy's like family and going. Yeah, it was pretty intense, but yeah, we don't take personal checks over that anymore. That
Yeah.
guy was also. He was very live. Very lively, hyped up. So we all knew something was wrong. We just couldn't
Put the finger
we
on
couldn't
it.
figure out how this was going to happen. And sure enough, yeah, it was a good learning experience. So no more personal checks here for that reason.
So as far as I can tell, that out of all the podcasts that we've done, the 2 biggest things that we no longer do at Texas Hot Rides is we don't let people test ride Vipers. And
personal checks.
And we do not take personal checks. Is there a third one that you would say is like out of like the latest of like we don't do this?
Yeah, and you know, we're not. A lot of people get upset with our test drive policy, and I understand that. We would never make you purchase a car before test driving it. First off, but you go to a Dodge dealership and try to drive a Hellcat, and
they're
they
not
will
going to
give
let
you the
you.
boot.
Yep.
You try to drive a Viper, they'll give you the boot. You go to Lexus and try to drive anything with an F badge, it's not an F Sport, they're not going to let you do it. So it's not, people take it very personal. It's not just us, but we've had some bad experiences.
Most people seem to understand.
A lot of people do.
Yeah,
like
there's
people-
10%
90%
out there
people.
that's
And
just
we
like,
explain,
what?
hey, we're not, you're not going to buy a car without test driving it. You know, we have these guidelines in place. We want to
I don't think it's unreasonable.
make sure you're
Yeah.
a
Just a
buyer
couple
before you
dickheads are
hop
like,
in a
"Ooh."
1,000 horsepower 5.
There you go. There you go.
With fender liners.
With
With
Key, though, it has to-
So, no offense.
even
to anybody
if I guess
on that.
when it comes to a vehicle that's like 1,500 horsepower, 1,000 horsepower, or anything, that would
600
be like
horsepower
yeah,
will get
we
away from
don't we don't test drive really over 7.
We don't really.
horsepower.
we don't-
So-
I'll take you for a ride and I'll show you
Correct.
everything. But I mean, with that,
if this is
kind
the
of
one you
liability,
want,
yeah.
you know, you're all good. The numbers you like the price, you like this. Okay, we're gonna go out and drive the car. You're gonna drive the car. It's no problem. But a lot of people want to drive
Like
a
they're playing
fast
GTA.
car and come up here and just want to drive 5-6 cars and with zero intention on
purchase.
zero interest in the car. Just the simple fact of driving a car that's, you know, out there.
out of their wheelhouse. So yeah, that's our test drive policy is very strict, and but yeah, let's get you approved. Let's get you going. Let's go.
So if someone was like approved from the get go, like
Yeah.
I'm approved, I can
Yeah,
purchase this. I can
absolutely.
actually
And
afford
he's,
this
you know,
car.
if a customer comes in like, hey, you know, I've owned an 800 wheel, you know, Camaro, I don't mind if I go drive a 700
We're getting this
horsepower car.
one. We're gonna pay cash.
Right.
You know, all this-
Because they've had it before, I don't mind, and they're not going to drive like a jackass. Most people that have high horsepower cars will come test drive a car like a normal car. People that don't have fast cars come and drive cars fast. You know?
Instantly,
They just
Right.
rev
crazy.
it before it even builds oil pressure. Just things
Just, just bang. Like, that's fully built. Can you stop doing that?
Please don't do that, guys. Please.
Alright. Well, we don't test ride over 700 horsepower. So will your BMW qualify on that?
No.
So right below
That car.
700 maybe?
Dude,
Makes 550.
Maybe it's 550. You also like that. I'm surprised your station wagon isn't sold, and that one's supercharged as well, right?
Yeah, my green station wagon, Beamer, my 5 Series touring.
What are the
the
numbers on
website.
that?
I told you I'd buy it.
Yeah.
It makes 0. That car's not fast.
It's
It
not
has
fast.
a blower.
It's
for,
peppy, but it's not.
It
makes 300 wheel.
I'm trying to sell a car here. Dang it!
It makes 300 horsepower with a
no,
supercharger.
if you want to buy that car with the aspect of having fun in like a fast way, that's not the
Yeah,
one.
that's not the one.
But it is a total cruiser. It's got a supercharger,
It's
a
hard to
VF
say.
engineering kit. It's just cool. It's a major cool factor.
I told you I'd buy it.
Interior is crazy. Well,
Let's go.
Ride shit.
I don't
Let's
take
go.
personal checks.
Ride a chick.
Don't take 'em.
Taking a Dodge Ram 1500 on trade.
That one you
I don't
can
want that.
test drive.
How many oil
Apparently.
changes have you had on that Dodge?
All
On
of
my
them.
Ram.
All of them.
Yeah. Oh, him.
Him.
Yeah. I'm proud of him.
That's mythology, bro. That's not how I
That
am
was
anymore.
He maintains his vehicle.
That was
Pe-
one
pe-
car. I don't know why that keeps
people
coming up, but fuck it.
because it was
The Lexus, the BMW.
Oh, no, yeah.
it wasn't one car. It was
Way
like
more
3
noise.
cars.
It was one car.
It was 3
You know,
cars.
you-
What's
I
the
got
third
his
car?
Beamer one time, and the oil change was like 5,000 miles over the sticker.
Yeah,
so
it
I
was like
hey,
30
bro,
when I got it in.
No, it was like 15.
Or
I guarantee it was
15K over, yeah. And I was like,
Oh,
dude, you
shit.
for this your old sticker. Like, please tell me that's not right. He's like, I don't give a shit. Fuck, dude. Yeah, fuck this thing. Oh my god. All right. Cool, man. And there it forever cemented in our brains here.
Yeah, that was just that one car. But I wish Chris would have taken a picture of the oil that came out. Oh my god.
I mean, the
What
sludge.
sludge.
oil? Yeah, what oil?
I cannot believe
Chunks.
that car ran.
I mean, it kind of do. It's all right.
He used to roid out on the shifter so many times that popping it over in his sport mode no longer worked.
Yeah, it was just done. No more
Get in the
sport
car,
mode.
first thing, bam, sport mode. Bam, reverse. Start. Drive, bam, sport mode. Yeah. Fuck this. Bam. Dude, just like, basically do like an RKO on the
Every
shifter
day.
every time.
I was really angry all the time. Sorry, car.
What changed?
Clothesline shifter, bam.
What's the car that you've seen that's taken the most abuse ever?
Toyota Camry.
2008 BMW 335i. Going into sport mode.
The 90.
Excluding his BMW. There has to be a car in here that you just saw that's like this car I've seen.
Oh, I thought you said just in
Trade-ins
general.
that we don't keep. I'm just like, how did this happen?
There has to be one. Is there one that sticks out that's just like this was a complete pile?
There's so many, dude.
so
Trade-ins. Trade-ins are up and down, man.
I'll tell you, like the one
There's quite a few.
for me was a Forester. It's like a late '90s Forester with 350,000 miles, and it belonged to a stripper, and it was full of glass bottles and hopefully no syringes. But
Okay,
We took that on trade?
no.
No?
When I used to sell cars, I was going, yeah.
We got a smart car on trade, and the lady collected tree branches
What?
and sticks.
How have I never heard about this?
Okay, so I've always wanted a smart car because we never got one on trade. And this lady pulls up in a smart car and she's like, "I want to buy this." It was some two-door convertible. It was like a Z3 kind of thing. Yeah, it was like a Z3. And she's like, "I have the smart car. I don't like it." And I go to check it out to like trade it in. Open the door and there's so many sticks
Oh my god.
and limbs. I'm not joking. Think about if you're driving down the road and be like, "Wow, I like that stick," and you put it in the car. That's what she did.
I like that.
No, there was over 60 sticks in a smart car. The whole passenger seat was full of sticks. The trunk that's like a foot long, full of these sticks.
I've never.
And like the sticks are going into the seat, ripping the seat. Like
Oh, wow.
they're on the
stick,
dashboard. We got sticks on the dashboard. Like that's a nice stick. Like
Hey, bro. Hey, nice stick.
And she was explaining to me why this stick was special. She's like, "Yeah, I just got this stick yesterday because it had this curve," and I was like, "Dude, that's a badass stick."
Crazy bitch. That's insane.
And I was like, "Holy shit!" So it gets worse.
Oh.
So all right, she buys a two-door car that doesn't.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
So then she buys a two-door car that didn't have really a trunk. Really, it's either it was
Where's she
either
gonna put her sticks?
it was either a Solstice or something that didn't have a good trunk.
She bought it. Was it an IQ?
It was a two-seater. I don't remember.
I think it was
no. It was this convertible two-seater. So it's like a Z3 or a. But anyways, there was no trunk room. But she's sticking all these
She
sticks
bought it
in this
here.
car, sticking all these sticks.
The first
And
one.
she calls me like a month later. He's like, "Mitchell, I haven't seen my license plate." I was like, "Well, we sent your license plate to your house." She's like, "Oh, I haven't been to my house in a while. Let me go check." And she drives her car up.
She was out collecting
This is
sticks.
a blue car. She shows up. The car is no longer blue. The car is yellow.
It was an Audi TT.
It was an Audi TT. Yes, okay. It was a blue 02 Audi TT. And it shows up and it's now yellow. Now I'm like, okay. And like from a distance it looked really dirty. A dirty yellow. And I walk up to it and she spray painted a perfectly it was a 60,000 mile 02 blue
It was like,
Audi TT. It was nice. Like it was
It was like a.
It was a
light
9
blue
out of 10.
metallic. It looked so good.
and she likes the
Baseball
color
glove
yellow.
leather.
She went to Home Depot.
She rattle canned it.
Oh my god.
She rattle canned it. And I was like,
Awesome.
then she calls me 5 months later.
Trade in.
And she calls me. She's like, "Mitchell, I think this is too small for me. I want to trade it back in. I paid $12 for it. What can I get back out?" And I was like,
yellow.
I was like, "You spray painted." I was like, I couldn't even. I was like,
2K.
"You spray painted it. I don't know. Like, you really can't do that, So, it was bad.
That was
bad.
funny. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, and
That
I was
was a good
like,
That is crazy.
yeah,
She was very eccentric.
yeah.
Eccentric.
I take appreciation for sticks now. when I look at sticks, I'm like, that's a nice looking stick.
That was in this building.
It was the
Prior
first
to
time
moving
here.
back.
Yeah.
It was the first time we were here.
I don't remember that shit at all.
That was the shop car. We kept it, so we kept the
We
smart car.
restored that smart
We
car.
restored it.
Kept the stick car.
Yeah, we lowered it,
stick
put
car.
wheels on it.
Okay.
We put
We didn't just lower it. We had coilovers.
I remember
coilovers.
that.
We put a light bar where the grill is, so we had like extra light bar too. It was so sick.
Shout out to Chorizo for that.
Yeah, dude,
He did
I
it.
paid.
We put
dude,
nav in it.
Dude, I drove it like 30,000
sense.
miles. Like
Yeah, that was your
We
car.
literally
that was
went
my
out.
car. Yeah, it was my
Oh,
car.
we
I
really
just
picked
I
out these
loved it.
sick wheels. Dude. The wheels look sick.
Dude, it was a cool smart car.
Did you collect any sticks in it?
I just,
I should have left one in there.
Where did it go? What's going on?
Who bought that?
Patrick bought
We
it. Right?
we got a different shop car and we gave
Yep.
it to RPM Garage.
we upgraded from a
feel like
smart car
Patrick
to an
Rice-
IQ with a Starlight Rolls Royce headliner.
What?
Yeah, that was pimpin'.
Yeah.
Nice.
What was
Those
the
are
like
little shop
the
runner.
best shop car y'all ever had?
The
Or
smart
Chrysler
car.
Pacifica.
I thought you said the
Oh,
van.
yeah. We have it, yeah.
Except for apparently it's everybody else's car.
So we have a Chrysler
It's always
Pacifica.
With Hellcat emblems on it.
Yeah. It's got the little turbo whistle on
That's right.
It does.
on the muffler.
It does.
Fast and Furious playing it.
All the time.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
The
the,
first
DV-
one,
the,
the
the
first
DVD.
Yeah, yeah.
It's so cool. I mean, think about any other car you buy that you can press a button and the rear doors open. Other than, I mean, Rolls Royce doesn't even open. You have to open it yourself, and then you have a button to close it. I mean, I think the minivans are getting slept on.
Well, you're
Hey,
like,
Mitch.
Some of them have vacuums, built-in vacuums.
No shit. Like,
That's pretty cool.
you're about to have a kid. That's important to know.
I'm buying a
Yeah,
minivan.
dude.
If they made a
The
badass
Toyota,
minivan,
the
I could
Toyota,
totally
what is
drive
it?
Put a Hellcat.
Sienna?
Yeah, like
Sienna,
something
dude.
with some
Give me a
balls.
Sienna
Yeah.
with a body kit. I'm down.
Dude,
Dude, they
Factory.
had the Sienna SE, like the
Yeah.
before the redesign.
Dude, they look sick.
That thing was pimping.
They look sick.
I pulled in that van to do the maintenance on it, and I was like, "Hey man, we're gonna take this on the road. Where are the rest of the seats at?"
Yeah, they fold in. It's
Yeah.
stow and go, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Stow and go. Killing the game.
All of the back seats
Killing
just
the
fold
game.
in.
That, like speaking of doors, like what was that? Will and I were talking about this at
Christ,
the
we're getting
BMW.
old.
Yes. 35.
It creeps up on you, man. All of a sudden you think something's cool. You're like,
Minivans
oh
are
wait.
so badass.
But speaking of like cool doors, like Will and I were talking about this at the BMW Z1. They had like the doors that like rolled into the
the floor.
into the floor.
That was pretty cool.
There's a old school BMW. I think it's called like an Ietta or something weird. In the door, there's one door for the whole car. They're three wheelers. First off, it's the entire front of the car.
Oh yeah.
The entire front of the car.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
They're so expensive now.
they are.
How much do you think a Z1 is going for right now? We looked it up.
Are they six figure?
No, I thought that would be. Was it a prototype or did it ever make it into production?
I think.
Hello? Hello? Oh.
Wow.
Here, fool, you asked for this shit.
Okay.
Hey, we're not live, right?
Yes, we are.
Well, we're definitely
Okay, what happened here? That was it. Lost like 60 seconds. What? Production. I think.
production Z1. It was
I think
was that
they
production?
were produced very limitedly.
We were at Carmel last year, and,
Sure.
and I freaked out because I was in traffic with one. And I was like, I hope they don't overheat. So I was worried about that.
What was going to
Because
overheat?
BMWs overheat. I was making a joke, and nobody got it.
That was really lame. That was reaching.
I heard you say
Sorry.
overeat.
I still think
Overheat.
I still think you asking about elevation
Yeah,
in
they-
California that's still by far my favorite story.
We were on a big hill.
They produced 8,000 BMW Z1s.
So the ones
Oh, is
that
that what we were talking about earlier?
yeah, yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. When we
Gotcha.
looked it up, like there was one that was going for it was
70
like,
grand?
Yeah, 70 grand, but it was like 70 like pounds, 70,000 pounds, which
So-
ends up being like almost like 90 grand
Wow.
US.
Dude, those things are ugly as shit.
Pretty ugly.
God
That's
bless.
probably why. But that door feature was pretty cool. Imagine being in like in a coupe, like
Well,
were they all like
I think the
convertible?
selling point of it was I don't know. Here's a coupe, and that looks terrible.
That-
the selling point
Is
was
that a
like
coupe?
Jeep-esque, right? So
Yeah.
you could drive around with the doors down. You still had that big hump. You could drive around with the doors down in your sweet car.
Did you find a coupe? I couldn't find a coupe earlier.
It's almost like a
Okay.
like a
I don't know if
hatchback
that's true
almost.
or not, though.
Imagine being in an
If
accident
it
and
is,
those
that
doors
is
don't roll down.
Fucking terrible, dude.
Punch out of the windshield.
Look at that. That is the ugliest car.
That's very ugly.
Yeah, it's pretty bad, bro.
But I think
Is
because I
Was that
wonder.
dealership?
M Flight.
Okay, never mind.
That looks like a pacer had sex with a freaking Yugo.
Yugo, yeah.
I don't. That is ugly as hell. Good Lord,
That
the
makes me
color
think it's like
really
how
helps.
much are Geo Metros going for right now?
Dude, I want one.
The right
Dude.
one. The right one goes for a lot, man. There's a.
Is
cult
it
following.
more than a BMW Z1?
If you have a 3-cylinder manual Geo Metro with AC, that's like low miles.
It's crazy.
That's worth a ton of.
What is
Let's
a ton
see.
of money? What's the actual number?
Well, like,
throw a number out. there.
MSRP was like $6,000, so I think they go over like almost 10. I think now.
Let's find out. I don't think MSRP.
A tracker is so cool. I'd rather have a tracker.
Dude, those things are going
Oh,
up in
wow.
value,
That-
baby.
dude,
never
the-
gonna
the
find
Those
Suzuki-
are so cool.
the Suzuki Samurais are doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah.
I've seen,
Samurais
I've,
is
I've seen
exactly
a lot
the
of
same.
like Jimneys, so like Japanese Jimneys
Yeah.
lately. They're popping up everywhere.
Are you looking?
Yeah, he's looking it up.
Let's see, Geo Metro. We need to find one with like.
No one's
low
gonna have like
miles.
30K on it, you know.
Yeah.
So we had, I think we've talked about this before, but we had a green manual 3-cylinder with AC. I'm sorry, without AC. This one did not have factory AC. And we put it on eBay, and people lost their mind. Dude, we had people fighting over this car.
Dude, that was nuts.
We went home, came back. There was like 30 leads, and finally somebody just clicked buy it now. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's
but
crazy.
I think, gosh, dude, last time I looked at like the right low mileage Geo Metro was like in the low teens and stuff.
That's
Low
fucking
teens.
stupid.
Yeah,
For a Geo Metro.
yeah, with like low miles and just there's none on eBay. I wish there was, but I'm sure if I look hard enough, there's a
That's
little cult
crazy.
following for those, man.
So we were talking about like Jimneys and Samurais and all that. So like the latest Jimny that was out, I think we've talked about it before because you want the Brabus version.
Yeah, I want a Brabus Jimmy.
A freaking 50 grand for a Brabus Jimny. It looks like a tiny G wagon, but I think the thing that I need to understand myself because I want to bring one over so bad, but the regulations will make it very difficult, very expensive to like import one of those.
Right.
But if you have as a dealership, you put a dealer tag on it and just drive it around, will there be any issues with that?
Technically, there should be.
But
But, like, should be.
it'd be
and will
highly
be.
unlikely, but it could happen.
Or if you, I wonder if you can put a bonded title on that.
Maybe. Depending on how old it is, yeah.
They came out like 3 years ago. What do you mean, like how old they are?
Yeah, you're right. So it wouldn't be a classic, yeah.
It wouldn't be a classic. Like the latest ones that came out.
Yeah, I guess you'd have to do a bonded title. You'd have to.
How would you get away with it? And the other question too is like the issue that I ran with my Tahoe when I tried to import it is when we tried to like inspect it because it
Right.
wasn't quite 25 years old.
Right.
Is there like an international like I guess with the scanning system is there like an international
Yeah,
like
that's
section
a
and
good
then
question.
like an American?
That's a very good question.
Here's a Geo Metro 96, $6,500, and it has 100,000 miles on it.
Yeah, MSRP was 5,500.
And by the looks of it, this one's got manual windows, does not
Looks
have
pretty
AC.
clean.
It looks okay.
What color?
The dash is completely screwed. It's white. It's a little clappy, looking.
Yeah, it looked kind of clapped
but
out.
$6,500.
Is that the new Texas Hot Ride
it, baby.
purchase?
That's it.
Gotta go.
Where's Lena?
Where is
gotta
Lena?
go.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
By the way, I might want to point out that Lena just looks pregnant. She doesn't look as fat as Mitch wants to make everybody believe.
Wow.
Big
I'm
girl.
gonna end it on that.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
All right, well, this is the THR podcast after hours. Sorry for the snafu earlier, but hey, we're learning. What's this like episode 6 or 7 or something like that? See y'all on the next one.
Okay, bye. I guess I wasn't here for it.
Wait, so let's actually
Go.